This is happy 4th of July. I didn't do anything today. I just got back from Texas a few days ago and I'm still kind of wore out. I'm going to be making enchiladas today. This is the way that I make them. This is the way I was taught 50 years ago by my very dear Mexican friend's mother. They were straight from Mexico, and this is the way she taught me to make them. Honestly, I don't know where the red sauce come in, the green sauces. I don't know when people started putting that on Mexican food, but back then it was not. Or possibly, maybe they just didn't have it. I don't know. But the way I'm going to make enchiladas, it does not have the red sauce or the green sauce. And I'm going to make them just like I was taught. And I hope you enjoy. First of all, you take your corn tortillas, and preferably you will use corn tortillas. The yellow corn tortillas. I'm not sure where the flour tortillas come in either. I know my little friend, they made them homemade, but that was used as a side. Put your little oil in a pan and kind of heat your tortillas just so they'll be flexible. And if you wanted to, a lazier way to do this is you can layer your tortillas instead of rolling them. But today, I'm going to roll them and make them all pretty. So, you just heat those a little bit. You don't want to heat your tortillas too long, because if you do, they will, if they're fresh ones, they'll tear apart. Even to this day, when I go out and have Mexican food, I always tell them I don't want no red or green sauce. The red sauce, of course, is supposed to be enchilada sauce, but I don't know. They never fixed it like this. And they were the real deal. And then my mom picked up this recipe somewhere, and of course she would always make enchiladas also. And they were so good. So good. Of course, now back then they always used the not olive oil. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. Vegetable oil or Crisco. I'm trying to do it with olive oil. I don't know if it's going to work just as good, but on a healthier note, that's what I'm going to do. I have set my oven to 350. And you also want a pound of ground beef. I never buy this kind of ground beef. This is the first time I've bought it in well, I don't think I've ever bought it. I was just always taught that it's not the best of ground beef. But we're going to use it today. I bought it. I was kind of on a budget, so I bought it and we're going to use it today. If you're wondering why I'm using a little skillet, it's because it's just me. It's just me today, so I'll probably give some to my neighbors. It seems like everybody around here is gone today, but my little neighbors across the hall, I'd like for them to try these. There's not a lot of many people's had enchiladas this way. Excuse me. And you can tell I don't cook often either. Add a little bit more olive oil. Olive oil seems to cook up quick or use up fast or something. I don't know. Ouch. I hurt myself. I got these from H-E-B down in Texas. Kentucky, for some reason, I'm not able to find the yellow ones. I'm not sure. I can find plenty of white corn tortillas. But for some reason, I cannot find the yellow ones. And to me, I believe the yellow ones taste a lot better. I'm going to step over here and open this hamburger over the sink. Now I got a mess going on here. Okay. Got those ready. I'm gonna, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook this hamburger. Scramble it up. I'm gonna add a few onions. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. Of course, salt and pepper. And then, when it gets almost done, I'm going to add a can of chili to it. So instead of having the red sauce or the green sauce or whatever, my chili is going to be, I guess you'd call it my base. Or, you know, to make it a little bit more, not as dry, I guess. Yeah, see, I don't like this hamburger. It kind of just clumps together. But I'm going to add some onions. And I think what makes these enchiladas so good is I will also add onions on top. A lot of them. And then, of course, the cheese. I'm going to let that cook. I'm just going to sprinkle some garlic powder. And salt. Stir it again. Yeah, it seems like this hamburger just is like mushy. Of course, all meat's kind of mushy, but this is just, I don't know. I don't like the feel of it. Anyways, it's going to be good. Okay, and I'm going to add a little, what else am I going to add? What else do I add? I think that's honestly it. Maybe a sprinkle of cumin. Okay, I'm going to let that cook, and then I'll get back with you in a little bit. Okay, I've drained my hamburger meat. It's all done, and now I'm going to add a can of chili. The best one I find in this is the Wolf brand. My can opener didn't work right, but anyways, I used the Wolf brand. Normally, if I was making this when my children were smaller, I'd probably use like 3 cans of chili in this. And then sometimes, if I don't have enough left over from this here mixture, then I'll open another can and put it on top of the enchiladas. We'll just kind of see where we go, because it's the first time I've ever made these just for one person. So you want your chili to kind of heat up where it'll be thin. And of course, homemade chili's better, but I wasn't going to go do all that. Not this time. I'll stir it all in real good. going to turn it on low. I don't know why I had this bowl out. And I'm going to take my enchiladas, or my tortillas, I'm sorry. I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. And this one's broke, so I'm just going to kind of roll it, and I'm going to put it in the pan. I'll show you these when I get them all done. And that one don't want to roll. Just take them, go and fill your tortilla up. Try to get it kind of close to the edge, and then start rolling it from that side. I haven't cooked something like this in so long. I'm not that good at it no more. I used to be a pretty darn good cook. But I guess when you don't use it, you lose it. Doctors don't really want me to cook and, you know, using the stove a lot, but once in a while I like to make something like this. And I went to Texas a week ago and I picked these tortillas up, so I had to use them. Like I say, if you want to be lazy about it.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, stop. You can just, Alexa, stop. I don't know what her problem is. You can just lay the tortillas out and spread this. Spread the chili mixture and then the cheese and the onions. But I think they're much prettier like this. Makes it a little bit more tastier, or not tastier, but looks pretty. Now I have to find my recipe for my chicken enchiladas. Those are really good. Make those one day, but I'll have to wait till I get some more corn tortillas. So I don't use the white ones. To me, they don't have the flavor, and the flour ones it's not what you're supposed to use. They're a little bit greasy, but thank goodness it's olive oil. Oops. I'm not being that careful with these as if I would if I was having company or something. I'm kind of messy. Okay, let me wash my hands. Woo! Olive oil's all over them. I know what I used to make with the flour tortillas. It was sopapillas. Those are really, really good. I don't know if I can remember how I used to make them. But I do know I used flour tortillas. I think I deep fried them. And then they come up hollow. And you bite a hole in them and fill them up with honey. Okay, this is, oops, I hope I don't drop you. This is what they look like before the chili and sauces on them. I'm going to add the rest of this chili on top, and I'm probably going to have to get some more chili out. I don't know, I may make do since it's just me like this. of dry if I don't. Okay, I'm going to add another can of chili. And my dang can opener will work. So I'm going to break down and buy me an electric one again. These things just don't want to work right. That one don't want to open right either. Okay, so I'm just going to heat up the chili in the skillet. Looks like I got a fire going on, don't it? Oh, I hate it when the can opener does that. Honestly, you don't have to heat this up, but I think it spreads better. And you see, no red sauce, no green sauce. And it's to each. I mean, if you like the red sauce, the enchilada sauce, and the green sauce, that's fine. But it's like 50 years ago, I just wasn't taught that way to do Mexican food that way. I can't remember them even having the red sauce or green sauce. Looks like my burner's got a little grease on it, don't it? I'll catch on fire here in a minute. No, just joking. Okay. I hope one day I can get better with my words on this. I'm doing videos and my camera and stuff, and I wouldn't mind doing more videos, but I get tongue-tied on here for some reason. But out in person, I can talk you up a storm and never miss a beat. Okay, now I'm gonna pour the rest of this over the enchiladas. That kind of makes it look yucky. I guess I should have mixed both cans in with the hamburger. But guess what? I didn't. So, we're going to do what we can do. Okay, now you want to take some cheese. And you want a lot of cheese. You do not want to skimp out on your cheese. I use the mild cheddar. There used to be a place that we went and ate Mexican food at in Colorado, Texas. It was called Monterey House. I'll never forget that taste. It was the most delicious Mexican food I ever tasted in my life. And the way that I do my enchiladas comes very close. Okay, I got that on. If I can zip it up. Now what's really going to add the flavor is the onions. And I chopped this morning, so it's very fresh. I do a lot of onions on it. Like I say, this adds the flavor to this. If you don't like onions, you can leave it off, I guess. Or you like the dehydrated onions or whatever. To me, this is just And these are not cooked. These are just chopped up and put on the raw. And yes, you will get heartburn. So take you some Tums or something. Okay. Okay, they're done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off. All I gotta do is put them in the oven, and I don't want to do that right now. I'm gonna wait till closer to supper. But this is what they'll look like. Of course, the cheese will be all melted and gooey and stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please subscribe, like, leave me a comment, something, and come back again. This is your enchilladas, the Texas way, Mexico way, or whatever you want to call it. 50-year-old recipe. Thank you for watching.